Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Today we're going to take a look at Meguiar's hybrid ceramic trim restorer, SiO2 technology, conditions, and protects. We also have a perfect candidate today to test the trim restorer on or demonstrate. Fading plastics, cheap plastics. You can see the zebra effect here around the arches of the wheel. And just like any other detailing product out there, the more you put in the prep, the more you're going to get out of the product, of the protectant. You can clean plastic trim in many ways. You can use an APC, you can use a dedicated rubber or trim cleaner. I'll just use a little bit of Kraken here from Phoenix EOD and a pad used for textured plastics and leather. Simply in a circular motion, get all those stiff fibers in the peaks and valleys of the textured plastic and clean it out. Plastic is extremely porous, so the cleaning process is important. Step 2, I follow up with a panel prep. This will clean out any residues from the cleaner of your choice. Step 3, make sure the area is completely dry. I'm going to use the air chuck here. You can use a leaf blower, a drying towel, whatever you use to dry your vehicle is perfectly fine, as long as the plastic is completely dry. The moisture can interfere with most protectants, including this one, Cerakote, and other trim restorers and protectants out there. It will interfere with the look and the durability of the product. If the product has been sitting on your shelf for a considerable amount of time, shake vigorously as the formula tends to separate a bit. Application and the directions for application are really easy. Just put a quarter-sized amount of the product onto an applicator pad. I use a microfiber applicator here. Work the product into the surface as evenly as you can. When it's textured like this, I like to use a circular motion and then come back across it with one light pass just to even things out a bit. You can also use another clean microfiber to wipe any excess off the plastics. It is a creamy-like substance. Going on the plastics, it will give a gloss look. Just let it cure a bit. It does want you to let the product sit 5 to 10 minutes and then wipe off any excess from there. And being SiO2, I would let it sit in a dry atmosphere overnight and don't let free-flowing water get to the plastics and let it cure properly. But it will kick back a little bit. If you just let it cure on its own, it'll ease up with the gloss and look more like a new piece of plastic. Anything that you can move to expose the plastic or even remove the plastic piece from the vehicle and do it separate from the car will give you a better looking piece of plastic, completely restored. All right, shut it again. At this point, it's looking a whole heck of a lot better than it did. If you get anything on surrounding areas, including paint, simply grab a damp microfiber and wipe it off. After proper cure time, we're going to come in and take a close look, and it still looks better. The gloss has kicked back a bit, but it could use another layer or two. As you can see, the zebra effect and some areas that really absorbed and soaked in the protectant. Again, plastic is very porous and will do that, and in most cases takes a second or third layer. You could see the let off where we stop the protectant from wiping it onto the plastic. There is a huge difference. So we're going to put on another layer. We'll come halfway up the arch and see if there's a difference. We'll let that cure and see where we stand from there. Once again, you can see the difference between the first and second layer. Additional layers do make a difference. We wait till the second layer properly cures, and as we come in, the line is still there. There's a distinct line where the first and second layer show quite a bit of difference when it comes to sheen and darkness of the panel or the product. It could probably use a third layer if you had the time. I would guarantee it. I would recommend it. In this case, you could still see the zebra effect around the wheel arch. When it's cured, it will also give you the coating characteristics such as chemical resistance, block from the sun's harmful rays, and shedding water, either beading or sheeting, depending how much moisture is introduced to the plastic panel. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. I would give this a 6 or a 7 out of 10. If you have used this, let us know down in the comments section its durability range. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video.